loans, they may then not have been robbed of a couple of $1 billion, as in the case of the rogue Diamantaires. Deccan Herald, published from Bengaluru in its editorial titled DGCA Safety, Not Fares, Your Remit, writes India's aviation sector is in trouble and turmoil for various reasons. The sector has grown exponentially since the turn of the century, with the number of passengers increasing from 14 million in 2001 to 117 million in 2017. The number of flights also grew fast, with 100 flights taking off every hour today against 67 in 2011, in line with the increase in the number of aircraft operated by airlines. Though the industry saw high growth and activity, its health has been far from sound, with all airlines weighed down by debt. The latest problem to hit the industry is the grounding of a number of aircraft for various reasons and the disruption of schedules it has caused. The Directorate General of Civil Aviation, DGCA, the regulatory body for the sector, has tried to aggravate the problem rather than find a solution to it. The DGCA has told the airlines to increase the number of flights to prevent a rise in airfares. This is unwise counsel because fares should not be the top consideration for the regulator or the airline. About 1/5 of the total fleet strength of the airlines is currently grounded for different reasons. Jet Airways is in deep financial trouble and had to ground 119 of its aircraft for non-payment of dues to lessees. SpiceJet has grounded 12 Boeing 737 MAX 8 aircraft after the crash of an Ethiopian Airlines plane of the same make. Other airlines also have grounded a number of aircraft for other reasons. This has certainly affected flight schedules. When schedules are cut, the demand-supply imbalance comes into play and fares tend to rise. The most important consideration in the sector should be the safety of passengers. When a smaller number of aircraft are used to operate more schedules, safety may be compromised. Overuse may put the aircraft under stress. The Hindu, in its editorial titled Back on Track on India-Maldives Ties, writes, India and the Maldives appeared to return to the old days of strategic bonhomie when External Affairs Minister Sushma Swaraj met her counterpart Abdullah Shahid in Malé during a brief visit this week. It is the first full-fledged bilateral visit at the political level from India to the Maldives after the new government assumed office in the wake of the historic election last September. President Ibrahim Saleh assumed charge after a multi-party pro-democracy coalition led by his Maldivian Democratic Party was swept to power. Chinese financing for infrastructure and construction projects poured in even as the functioning of the political opposition and the judiciary was harshly curtailed. All of this flux appeared to have been washed away on September 23, 2018, when the Maldivian electorate voted resoundingly for the coalition that backed Mr. Saleh for president. Yet it would be unwise for New Delhi to take the Indian Ocean nation for granted. There is indeed an opportunity for reset on numerous policies, and some of that has already happened. In December, when Mr. Saleh visited India, a $1.4 billion financial assistance package for the Maldives was announced. While the proximity of the Indian general election may have precluded any major policy announcements from New Delhi, the two countries have agreed to exempt holders of diplomatic and official passports from visa requirements, inked an MOU on Indian grant in aid for high-impact community development projects, and other agreements on energy efficiency and renewable energy, areas critical to the agenda of Mr. Saleh. At a broader level, the archipelago and the larger Indian Ocean region could expect more collaborative approaches on regional maritime security